Good evening, humans and Pokemon alike. We are here today to check out Sonic Generations. This is part 1 of many for a Let's Play series I've been wanting to do for a while. Essentially, ever since I purchased my computer, I wanted to do a Let's Play of the Steam version of Sonic Generations. Very similar to the console versions, except this one runs at a smooth 60 frames per second, and I'm telling you, once you play Sonic Generations at 60 frames per second, there's no going back. You're never going to look at the game the same again. Here in part 1 we're going to be looking at the introduction of our story, our simple yet effective story for Sonic Generations, and playing through the first zone, Green Hill. There's a total of 9 stages in this game, 3 for each, quote, generation of Sonic, and it should go fairly smoothly. A lot of the levels are very short, and here we are starting on Green Hill. Now what's cool about Sonic Generations is that you get essentially 2 versions of each zone. They are split up into a classic 2D side-scrolling act and a roller coaster ride of a 3D zone, which will be our referred to as modern act. Here in Green Hill Zone, it doesn't control exactly like the first game did. This version of 2D Sonic is a bit different. Probably feels a little less floaty, which is actually a good thing. The level design complements it a lot, and with the easier to use spin dash, you don't have to spend as much time pressing downwards on the control stick. But more about that in a longer stage. Green Hill only takes about a minute to complete. In fact, I think it's an achievement if you complete it in under a minute. So more about that later on, but for now we have story.
He'll be here any second.
Hey guys, what's going on? You having a party or something?
Surprise!
Aw, you guys.
It's kind of impossible to surprise you.
You totally got me this time. I had no idea.
Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
Like it? I love it! What?
Sonic, what's that? What's it doing?
Alright, so that some evil monster involving what looks like time travel totally rained on Sonic's birthday. So, of course, what we have to do is try to get to the bottom of it. We're in like this weird white void, and there's a doorway to, oh, you guessed it, Green Hill Zone. Now, this is the modern version of Green Hill. You have a boost button, which is what I'm using right now. It makes you essentially invincible. There are obstacles that will hurt you when you're in that state, but you just plow through enemies and obstacles really easily with the boost, and you are constantly gaining speed using the boost. Other abilities Sonic has is the homing attack, first seen in Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. A good way to accurately attack enemies without needing to be pinpoint precise, essentially. This level looks great in the modern setting too, with the water in the background, the way the colors just pop. It still has the weird checkerboard stuff, which is classic of the Sega Genesis Sonic games, Sonic 1, 2, and Knuckles. 3 and Knuckles, I should say. And here we have a giant fish. 3D Sonic can also grind on these rails, which are pretty groovy. The gold rings, or not the gold rings, the rainbow rings that I just went through, they allow you to do tricks, and when you do tricks, you fill up your boost meter. You do not have infinite boost, but if you can manage to kill enough enemies, collect rings frequently enough, and do tricks, you should never really be running out of boost, hardly ever. And it does have its own 2D sections. It was Sonic Unleashed back in 2008 that introduced this form of playing Sonic, and I just totally jumped over a spring trying to take a shortcut. But that's alright, because what's cool about especially these 3D stages is that there are a bunch of different ways to play them. There are a bunch of different ways to get to the end. And here I'm just going to go ahead and take an entirely different route from the one I was taking, just because I had opportunity with the cheap death. These corkscrews with the checkerboards, just all implementing things that look like Emerald Hill from Sonic 2 as well, so it's kind of a mashup of both of them in a way. But in Sonic Unleashed, like I was saying, they introduced the boost gameplay, which goes back and forth from 3D to 2D, and is just, a roller coaster ride of a way to play a game. The Sonic community is fairly split on the boost gameplay. I personally really think it's a lot of fun, and I look forward to future games. Hopefully they continue with it. They've had a few games since this one and actually haven't used the same type of gameplay, but hopefully there's enough support for it that we can get that someday.
Thanks, Sonic. I thought I was dead, floating without a body in a black limbo. Ugh, I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Is it me, or is that place we were just in awfully familiar?
Not to me, but this place looks like something sucked all the life and color out of it. Totally strange.
No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park. I'm more concerned about finding our friends.
Hey, Sonic, I saw something over there in the distance. Like buildings, but they look weird.
That might be a good place to check out. I'll be back soon.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you already left.
So that was Green Hill Zone. Very short, to the point. Great introductory level. I will get more into Sonic Generations in the next zone, Chemical Plant. I will see you then.